In 1986, my crimes landed me in the Los Angeles County Jail. There was over 5,000 people in that jail. When you arrive, they take you to the basement, which has several holding cells. There, you wait to be processed and then sent upstairs to the housing unit. As I shuffled down the corridor and changed, my wrists and ankles aching from the steel digging into my skin, they steered me towards the holding cells. I happened to glance into one of the cells on my right, and I froze. My father was sitting right there on the ground in front of me. I was overwhelmed with emotion to see the man that I knew as the rock in my life sitting on the floor of the LA County Jail, looking beaten down and defenseless. My dad would never back down to anyone. He was always the protector, and I had seen him go toe-to-toe with some of the toughest characters. The discordancy of this was too much for me, and a wave of nausea came over me. "Dad!" I shouted. The guard shoved me behind with force and told me to keep moving. All I could get out was, "Listen for your last name and they'll put us in the same dorm." I had to keep moving through the dungeons of this medieval castle with the sounds of chains clanking, cell doors slamming, and people screaming and crying. The stench was overwhelming. I knew my dad had been in jail in Chino for real estate fraud, but I wasn't exactly sure when he was being shipped to Terminal Island Federal Penitentiary in LA County. When you're processed into LA County Jail, they house you in the dorms for several days or weeks, depending on how full the jail is. Afterwards, they assign you to a cell block. My father's health was not in good shape. He had had a stroke in 1984, partly because of the stress from the real estate-related court case. When they sent me upstairs to the housing unit they call 9500 dorms in the 9,000 block of the county jail, I realized my father had not heard his name, so we were not placed in the same dorm. What the hell had happened to him? Where was he? Now I was worried sick. The jail was so crowded that all they could do is move bodies around. You could be transferred from one part of the jail to another at any given moment. You can never fully settle in or relax there because they're always moving you, and circumstances seem to change from one moment to the next. Everything is suspect and dangerous due to the instability there. It's a madhouse. I spent one eternal day in the 9500 block before they transferred me to the 9400.